What up is internet? My name is Kevin and welcome to another vlog. Today I am going to DeptCon, which is up in Dublin, and I'm going to be meeting a few authors, getting books signed. I am meeting Sarah J. Maas, which is actually the main one that I'm going for. And yeah, I'm just still trying to get everything ready. I don't know if I have everything with me. I'm really gonna hope I am. I still don't know why I have this light on. And I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just trying to get everything ready. And I don't know if I have all the books I need to bring with me. There's my phone, I need that. I'm bringing Empire of Storms with me and A Court of Mist and Fury for my Sarah J. Maas signing, because you can get one book signed and one book stamped. So I'm going to get either A Court of Mist and Fury signed or Empire of Storms signed. I don't know which one I'm going to pick yet. And then I'm meeting David Levithan and Rachel Kahn, and I'm bringing Naomi and Eli's No Kiss List and Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. And then I'm meeting Juno Dawson, and I'm bringing Say Her Name, which is actually the only book I own by him, and I might actually buy more when I'm up there, because he probably is promoting a certain book for this signing today, so I might buy that book that he's promoting. I really hope the lighting's okay. I feel like it's quite bad. Let me fix that. Okay, that probably made no difference whatsoever. Anyway, yeah, I'm going with my friend Parina, and we're going to get the train, and then we're going up, and we're going to Lush also, guys, which you know how obsessed I am with bats, and how I've said to you I've always wanted to buy Lush bath bombs, and today is the first day that I'm going to buy them, and I'm so excited. I might get Parina to like vlog me when I'm in the shop, because I'm going to be like a little child at Christmas, so I'm so excited. I obviously can't buy too much because I have to save stuff for my trip that I'm going to Amsterdam in October, like later on this month, so I have to keep money, but I'm so excited to go into Lush. It's ridiculous. And yeah, I think I'm going to just leave now, because I should probably be, yeah, I should have already left by now. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go to the signing. I'll see you guys when I'm on the train or when we're in Dublin. Okay, so we just got to DeptCon and we're waiting here, and this is Brina. It's my friend Brina. She also has a book blog, which I'm going to leave link down below. You should go check it out, shouldn't they? Oh yeah. So yeah, we're just waiting for, I don't even know who's on first, but we're just waiting.
Oh, David Levithan.
Oh, David Levithan. It's Levithan, not Leviathan. So we're waiting for David Levithan and Rachel Kahn. Yeah.
So thank you all for coming. It's an absolute pleasure. Our first panel, I'll introduce Stephen and he will introduce our guests, but it's an absolute thrill to have them all on. Stephen is ex-Eason, he just left Eason's, but before he left I demanded he do some moderation, and in fairness to him, he told the Irish Film Institute, I'm busy today, I have to do something upstage, because he just loves the stage. So first I'll introduce Stephen Boyle.
Thank you very much, David. I didn't actually tell the Irish Film Institute, and I think they're wondering where I am right now. It's an absolute pleasure to be here to open the first session of DeptCon 2, and I can't think of two better authors to do it with. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David Levithan and Rachel Kahn. Take a seat. I presume a lot of people always talk to you about the process and how you work together, and sadly today is no different. So from a plot point of view, is it you send a chapter and then the next person sends a chapter and it evolves like that, or is it a lot more structured than that in relation to when you start your story and where it's going to end?
We do it all with our minds.
Yeah, we
I just wrote a chapter. I'm sent a chapter.
Oh my god, I have such a great response.
Oh, that was a good response. No, we were so new at it, we didn't even plan not to have a plan.
Yeah.
We just did it.
It was a very happy accident that we wrote it without a plan. We just picked up each other's chapter where the other person left off, and we didn't talk about it along the way. At the time, I was living in Berkeley, California for a summer. He was in New York, so that distance helped a little too. The urge to like get together to talk about it or anything like that. And it turned out that was a really effective way for the two of us to work, and we were lucky that the chemistry was immediate right away.
Right. So we basically, after those 3 weeks, I sent it to Rachel, she sent it immediately back, I sent it immediately back, and so we just do back and forth, and whoever writes the chapter basically is in charge of that chapter through the whole process, through their vision and everything else, which makes it very easy. Whoever starts the book does not end the book, so one of us is the starter and one of us is the closer.
And usually, again, with Nick and Nora, it all takes place during the course of a night, so we didn't realize we'd helped ourselves out by being like, oh, the sun is rising, I guess the book is almost over. And usually there is a natural rhythm to what we're writing so that we know what the pacing should be.
Okay, so we just met David Levitan and Rachel Cohen, and this is Aoife from Fred Weasley Died Laughing. I'm gonna leave her link down below so you can go subscribe to Aoife if you want to. She's also Irish, so you know, more Irish booktubers. Anyways, we just met Rachel Cohen and David Levitan, and we just had a panel for Cecilia Ahern, Chris Colfer, and Derek Landy. And yeah, I'm obviously not getting anything signed by them, so yeah, and we're just waiting now for Juno Dawson and Holly Bourne, I think. Is that his next?
Yeah, Holly Bourne.
Yeah. So we're going to see them, and I'm going to get something signed by Juno Dawson because I actually really like him and I love his Twitter account, so yeah.
Is the multi-award winning author of 6 novels for young adults. She has written a World Book Day title, so have you. And I have notes, but I have not adhered to my notes, and I fear punishment. Not from you, you're lovely. I'm very nervous. Juno is a journalist, a writer. She writes fiction, she writes non-fiction, and she's just beautiful and brilliant, essentially. Juno Dawson.
There is a tiny little clock, you're right.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's very Alice in Wonderland.
So it'll start spinning now in a second. So I was thinking that what we could do is, because I am a primary school teacher and I have primary school brain, I've numbered the questions that I have for you, and I thought that you could pick a number between 1 and 13.
13's an unlucky number.
It is. Okay, that's absolutely fine.
Have to fly tomorrow.
Okay, good stuff.
Is it true that you left goodbye letters for your friends and family in case your Aer Lingus plane spontaneously dropped out of the sky?
That is true. Yeah, under the bed, and I rang my mum to tell them that, and she was like, "Oh, have you updated them since you last had to fly to Ireland?" And I was like, "Yes, they've been updated since April." Yeah, they do. I don't want to. I haven't got a will though, so I'm a bit more emotional than I am, like, professional in a way that I think.
It's nice to take care of the people you love, do you know? Emotionally, if not financially, do you know?
I did tell that to the person that I was sitting next to on the float. I don't know that I'm so unhappy I'm sitting next to you. Have you written a goodbye letter? And they were like, why? Why would I do that?
Is this a stranger?
Yes. Yes.
Not anymore. So do you wanna pick a number?
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Okay, I'm gonna go for number 13, because
Okay.
I'm reckless and wild.
Right.
Glad I'm not on the same flight.
So number 13 isn't even a question. Because I was very tired at this point. It just says Patronus House. So it's basically, if I was going to phrase it nicely, Holly, you're a massive J.K. Rowling fan. Do you
Also,
know?
yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Phew. Do you have a Patronus? Did you do the quiz? And what house are you in?
Well, I know my house because Holly sorted me at Yale.
I did. I made it my mission to sort every unsorted author in the UK YA industry.
So it didn't come as a big surprise to anyone that I was House Slytherin. But I don't see this as a bad thing. You know, clearly I've done 9 books in 4 years. Clearly quite ambitious and driven, and my eye is on the prize. Also, like, you know, what's my favourite plane? Snakes on a Plane. Favourite actor? Snake Gyllenhaal. Favourite 80s rock band? White Snake. Favourite pop star? Taylor Swift. You know, so you know, that didn't come as a surprise. In terms of the Patronus, like, I tried to log on to Pottermore and they were like, what's your email address? What's your height? What's your eye colour? What's your 5-digit national insurance number? I just kind of gave up because I felt like Pottermore was kind of phishing information. So I don't really know what my Patronus would be. Maybe my little dog Prince, who in many ways is like a little Patronus in lots of ways. Holly's met him.
Yeah, I have.
So yeah, maybe I'll just have my tiny baby chihuahua can be my Patronus, I guess.
That's a lovely Patronus.
Thank you.
I wanted guinea pig and got cat.
Just cat. Not
Yeah.
even type of cat, just
It was
cat.
it was a sort of a Siamese cat. Do you know, it had a fancy name, but I was not impressed.
My friend got Weasel, and she's really unhappy about it.
Yeah.
Weasel.
Pleasure.
it's now become this monster of a series, Throne of Glass, of series, obviously, and with the latest book, it's just gone off the chart. And how's that been? That change from writing a nice book that hopefully people like to, holy shit.
Honestly, it's still insane. Like, all of this is still nuts to me, and I know it sounds really corny, but sometimes I do have this feeling where this might just be this weird dream that I have, and I'm gonna wake up and like still be stuck in high school and like with Legolas, my cardboard life-size cutout, as my boyfriend. True story, I actually do have a life-size cardboard cutout of Legolas, and he is now in my office at my adult home now. He was my only boyfriend in high school. I didn't go on one date, and Legolas was my eternal love. And my parents actually like renovated their house a couple years ago, and my mom called me up, and she was like, "We are about to throw Legolas, Frodo, and Eowyn down the trash chute. You better come get them if you want them." And I like screamed at my mom. I was like, "Don't you effing touch Legolas!" And so now he's in my house. Poor Eowyn and Frodo are like in the basement. They didn't reach the boyfriend girlfriend level. But with all of this awesome stuff that's happened, it's so surreal to me because I did start writing this when I was 16. And I'm 30 now, and just looking back at, like those early years when I was still in high school and dreaming about doing this, I think you set some dreams and goals for yourself, but then when it actually happens, it doesn't feel real. And I think a lot of writers I know, as well as other creative types, I think when the success happens or these big moments happen, you kind of have this imposter syndrome thing where you think like, it's only a matter of time before everyone realizes like you can't write a book and you actually suck. And oh my god, when I write my first drafts, I have this like constant like kind of like little like voice in my head where I'm like, people are going to read this and laugh at you, and this is the worst book ever written, and you should just burn your computer. Writing's a real like inner turmoil, torturous thing. But writing's also what I've like loved to do since I was a kid, basically, and. Every day, and I'm like the cheesiest person, you guys. I cry like every single day, like tears of joy usually. But those like, do you guys have those like ASPCA dog rescue, animal rescue commercials on TV? Like in America, we've got one for our big organization, the ASPCA, and they play this Sarah McLachlan song, like Angel, that song where it's like the saddest song of all time, and they just show like photos of like dogs looking sad in their cages, and whenever I see those videos, it ruins my entire day. I just cry and cry and cry. But with all this that's happened, there's not an hour really that goes by when I'm not profoundly grateful that this thing I wanted to do since I was a kid, it actually came true, and the hard work and time I put into it, it paid off. And I'm also very keenly aware that a lot of this happened because of you guys, and it's been incredible to go from my early events when I had I think at my launch party for Throne of Glass there were about 20 people there, and like 10 of them were my family. So it's been crazy to go from that to what we have now, and I wouldn't have done a single step of the journey differently, but it's insane. Like with every book that comes out, like I'm like just it blows my mind that you guys take the time to read my books and to show up to my events. So thank you for doing that. You guys really do make this all like a joy, and this little dream that I had, it really wouldn't have been possible without you guys. And I know that sounds like a corny message, but it's true. And I think any writers, like they're very aware of how much our readers play a part in this. So as much as my hard work went into it, a lot of it was you guys championing these books, and booksellers championing the books. So I owe a lot to many of you.
Okay guys, so I'm actually home from DeptCon. It's actually the next day because I never vlogged after the Sarah J. Maas signing, and we actually didn't get to like film anything when we were like meeting her or signing. There was other people filming, but I don't know where that's going to be. And yeah, I didn't really get to film or get a picture or anything like that with her, but I did get it signed, my book signed, so I actually should get them for you. I put them back on my bookshelves, but I'll show you guys so you can see them. So, as you guys know, I brought Empire of Storms and A Court of Mist and Fury with me, and I didn't know which one I was going to get signed, but if you guys know me, you know I'm obsessed with Reese, and I had to get A Court of Mist and Fury signed. I just had to, like, it's like my favourite book of the whole year, and Reese is just, oh, he's such a babe. And I told her that actually when she was signing my book, I was like, I just have to tell you that Reese is my bae. And she just like looked up to me and she was just like, he's mine too. And it was just so funny how she was just like, yeah, me too. Just remind me of that thing. Everyone else is like, yes, same. Like, it just reminded me of that. And anyways, I'll show you the signature. So it's dedicated to me, to Kevin. I actually still have my label, which I should probably take off. So yeah, Courtney Miss and Fury to Kevin, Sarah J. Maas with her little love heart. And yes, I got that one signed, and then I got Empire of Storms. Because she had like a hand injury, we could only get one sign, and then her husband was stamping another one. So it's like the Empire of Storms Tour 2016, and it's still her signature. And it actually just looks like she wrote it with like a glitter pen. It really doesn't even look like a stamp, except for this part. This part looks like a stamp. And yeah, so I'm still really happy that I have it signed with her signature, and I know that she was there when it was done. But it was just her husband, who is also stunning. Like me and Purina, when we were waiting to meet them, we were just like, look at her husband. Her husband is stunning. But yeah, oh, he's beautiful, and his smile, and oh, I'm sorry. So if Sarah J. Maas ever sees this, just know that I was fangirling over your husband. I'm so happy I got to meet Sarah J. Maas. I hope any of you guys, if you're planning on meeting her like in the upcoming future or whatever, that you have an amazing time, because I loved every minute of it, and I just want to relive it. So that is it for this video, guys. So I will see you all in my next one. So goodbye.